This morning we are finally getting some birds out of our house. As you've seen in some previous recent videos, we have just hatched out and raised up about 30 of our American breast chickens. And since we are in the middle of winter, we have been brooding them in brooding boxes inside of our garage so that we can keep them nice and toasty and warm. And if any of you have ever brooded chickens or any other kind of bird before, you know the smell is something. So today is a big day for us. We have temperatures that are not going to get below like 50 degrees at night for a couple of nights in a row. And our birds, they're 99% feathered out, so I feel pretty comfortable going ahead and moving them outside permanently. We also have a couple of new additions that we have just added to the homestead within the past week that we've also been kind of acclimating to temperatures. So we're going to get those going as well. And again, back to the goose and rooster drama. We've got some separating to do, and I'll give you guys more of an update on that in a second.
What if we just catch the geese and bring them over the fence?
That might be better. I'm gonna get that bandage off her foot too.
Why? She's so cute. Okay, take them over.
It is coming full force into goose mating season. We are pretty positive we have a female and a male goose, just because of some of their behaviors in the past. Starting yesterday, out of nowhere, they decided to start getting kind of aggressive with each other. On this little girl's foot here, she got kind of scraped up and banged up, which I don't think was directly from the male goose. I think she might have gotten caught in the fence or stumbled on the rocks, because they're not very gracious. They're kind of clumsy, so she could have just tripped and kind of skint up her foot. We also realized that our rooster was missing. Our very last rooster that we have, we saw his feathers plucked out on the ground, and I got really concerned because I couldn't find him. Eventually, as the night went on, our rooster came out of the woods and he was all beat up and bloody and was all of a sudden afraid of our geese, which is new because he was not afraid of our geese before. I think there were some battles that were fought yesterday, and I think our male goose here is kind of the culprit of that. So we're really gonna have to do better about keeping them all separated. We let the geese stay inside of the chicken run last night because we took our rooster and kenneled him inside of our shop so that he could get some rest and maybe recover a little bit from yesterday's trauma. The plan is to keep these two completely separate from the chickens from now on. Hopefully they will go ahead and breed. This one has been sitting a little bit more often than what we've seen, so maybe she's getting ready to start laying eggs. So we'll see. What you think? Yeah? Okay. They have found a new bunch of chickens that they can come and bully and boss around over here in the chicken tractor. They've decided that they just want to circle around and yell at them all day long. So, have at it. Our rooster's ready to come out of here. You can hear him crowing, so that's a great sign. Good morning. Hello. He looks a lot better. Looks more lively.
His tail's not drooping.
Yeah. Did you get some good rest, man? Maybe come out and see your ladies. Come here. Come here. Hey. You gotta calm down. Alright, so he definitely acts a lot more lively this morning than he did last night. He had some like distressed breathing last night, which made me really concerned. He had a lot of broken, plucked out feathers, but he looks pretty good. We cleaned up his comb and his wattle really well, and we gave him some Poultry which is like a vitamin mineral booster just to help whenever they have times of stress. So thankfully, I think he's going to be okay, because we're counting on you, little buddy. It's time to go back with your lady friends. Okay? Almost there. So we got chickies out of the garage. We got the geese out of the chicken area. We got the rooster back into the chicken area. And finally, it's time to move our newest additions to their permanent enclosure. Good morning. So a couple weeks ago when we went to pick up a couple more chickens, the lady that we were getting our chickens from had some boxes of quail in her brooding area. And Reagan saw the quail and fell in love and decided that she wanted to start a quail project. So she saved up some of her own money and bought herself 8 quail. So there are 7 females and 1 male, and they're all different. I don't know if they're different breeds or how that works with quail, but they're all different color varieties. So we're brand new to quail and just learning how they operate and everything. They're pretty cool little animals so far. We've kept them inside of this enclosure in the metal shop because these birds were kept inside of a building shop inside of a brooder all their life. So we didn't want to bring them to our homestead and immediately put them outside with nights that were getting down into the 30s. Again, like I said, the next couple of nights we're gonna have some more mild temperatures at night. So I feel pretty comfortable putting these guys outside and letting them acclimate over the next couple of days. That is the goal. Reagan has fixed up our old rabbit hutch that we got and has made it a good habitat for these quail. Hopefully they will be happy here on our homestead. I found a little egg inside. They're so cute. They're all packed up, ready to transfer outside. Let's go.
Go, go, go. Who's gonna go first? Okay, Wicket's out.
Okay, so the little quail are moved into their new house. I'm really proud of the way Reagan put this hutch together. We told her that she could use this old rabbit hutch and fix it up for them. And so we replaced the roof, sorta. We modified the roof and the floor and put some other pieces to make it a little more structurally sound. And now I think it's a perfect little quail hutch here. We did add this strip of fabric here. This is actually an old mattress protector, so it won't absorb water. This way, if the quail decide that they want to try and fly in this enclosure, they can't fly up and hit the top of the roof. Apparently that's an issue with quail. They like to fly straight up in the air, so you either have to have a small enclosure that discourages them from flying or a 6-foot tall enclosure so that they have plenty of room to fly and not hurt themselves. So we're hoping this little barrier will help to keep them safe while they're in here. Reagan has added some little elements from the outside that will make them feel like they're a little more camouflaged and secluded, because these quail have not been used to being out in the open and they've never been outside before. So this is all brand new to them, but looks like they're acclimating pretty well. We're excited to see what these little birds do here on our homestead. So Reagan went with a Star Wars theme for her quail because they looked like the little porgs on Star Wars. So she gave them all Star Wars names.
So this one's Leia, obviously, because she's white. So she's pretty nice. There's Rey. This one's Chewie. There's Solo. Kylo. There's Vader. Wicket. And Porg.
Since our last video, I believe, we moved our black copper Morans in with our other flock, and they were actually really easy to integrate with these guys. We just brought them out here one night, stuck them in the coop. They slept with them overnight. We kept everybody inside of the fence for about 3 days so that the Morans knew that this was their new home base, and everybody seems to get along pretty good. They've done really well. So adding or integrating new birds into your existing flock and even transitioning them from inside to outside is a little bit of a process because you don't want to shock their system right away. You need to make sure that your birds are fully feathered out so that they can handle lower temperatures. It's usually not as big of a deal in the middle of the summer whenever it's nice and warm outside, but in the middle of the winter we do have to take some precautions. But thankfully, everybody is out of my garage and out of the shop and where they are supposed to be for now. So I can breathe a breath of fresh air, literally, and clean out my garage and have that space turned back. So thank you guys for joining us today on this adventure, moving our birds around. We hope you guys enjoyed a little sneak peek of what it's like working with different types of birds at different ages and different stages. If you guys have any questions about integrating birds into your existing flock or about brooding or transitioning to outside or whatever, put those in the comments below and we'll see what we can do to help you guys out. And until the next video, we'll see you later.